Hello and welcome to some more This Week in Star Citizen. We're going to be checking out plans for the next few days from CIG, what you can expect to see and get involved with from EVOCATI builds, new dynamic events with the Overdrive initiative being run, and potentially the Hornet MK2 being released or on sale, something with it. More on the FPS updates coming to Alpha 3.23 from Star Citizen Live, and again for 3.23, the character customizer is being shown off in Inside Star Citizen. There's also loads more. So let's just jump into it. From the This Week in Star Citizen post, are you familiar of the story of Nick Croshaw in the verse? I know Zinnia is, because she won a spaceship by knowing the answer to that at the Bar Citizen we were at. Anyway, our lore, written by Dave Haddock and our fantastic narrative team, includes a rich history of the verse, which gives our games a great depth, immersion, and realism. One of the many key milestones of human achievement within our lore is First Jump Day, when legendary human astrophysicist and pilot Nick Croshaw discovered and navigated the first jump point on the 10th of April 2271 and became the first human to visit a planetary system beyond Sol. Eventually, that system was named Croshaw in his honor. His journey was described as the jump that changed the course of humanity and led to the starfaring future we depict in Star Citizen and Squadron 42. You might wonder why we're telling you this story. Well, a little ahead of the historic date of April 10th, over the weekend we had our own first Jump Day celebration. We opened another tech preview channel release of our server meshing technology to our EVOCATI testers. For this test, which focused on both server meshing and the replication layer technology, we opened up our first functional jump gates, allowing players to travel between two systems for the first time in our history. During the test, it was also worth highlighting that we achieved 350 concurrent players in a single shard, e.g. a replication layer connecting two servers, setting a new record. This is a great achievement for the devs and our teams, all working together in concert to make the impossible possible. Of course, though, none of this would be possible without each and every one of you. We've tracked the first player to navigate a jump point and who they were. We're going to be sharing this later this week. But to all of you who took the time to jump in and test, thank you. So from my point of view, absolutely fantastic. They were able to test these jump points. I was able to go between, after a bit of faffing around and trying to work out exactly how it all worked, I was able to go from Stanton to Pyro to Pyro to Stanton. Functional server meshing, functional jump points, two star systems actually working. Now, there was no VFX with the jump point. Actually, once you enter, it was just a grey mess. I am very much looking forward to that wow moment of in a live build with all the VFX there, all looking amazing, being able to jump between two systems for the first time. In other news, Jumptown has now ended, but if you're missing the thrill of PvP, we encourage you to watch the latest episode of Inside Star Citizen as we explore many of the FPS combat-related changes coming in Alpha 3.23. Last week, they published the monthly reports for Squadron 42 and the Persistent Universe, alongside a roadmap update, which had some stuff for upscaling in there as well. So more graphics options, allowing for better scalability, allowing you to have like TSR or DLSS. I think better clouds were also in that. And we also rewarded some of our top testers in our Test Universe Champions post, celebrating those who contributed to Star Citizen Alpha 3.22 through the game itself, Spectrum, and the Issue Council. I think they rewarded 30 players in total with some ships based on them being active and doing particular tasks in-game. So what's going on this week? So later Tuesday, we've got a Whitley's Guide lore post. This time it's all about the Origin 890 jump, that super luxury ship slash space yacht. I think Cloud Imperium actually deem it a frigate, which is sort of on par with class with the Idris. Obviously, it's a bit fuzzy what the actual classes of ships are and that sort of stuff. The 890 jump, not necessarily a ship of war, it is supposed to be a luxury ship, but it's big. It's got a lot of gear and tech and weapons on it as well. Wednesday, Stella Fortuna is upon us once more. So this is St. Patrick's Day in Star Citizen. Expect green ships on sale and green ship skins, probably some limited waves of Constellation Emerald Phoenixes and 890 jumps. There might be a special mode for Arena Commander, maybe. You can expect screenshot competitions focusing on luck and adventure. It's possible that this year might have a bit more bite to the event. Thursday, we'll tell you everything there is to know about the new character customizer coming with Alpha 3.23. Don't miss this episode of Inside Star Citizen. Also, our Intel teams have received an anonymous tip. This is sort of like a garbled message. I think it's just a Caesar cipher or something. But it almost certainly says something like Xenothreat is incoming Overdrive initiative. As CIG have basically teased this in the most recent newsletter, but also the fact there is a 3.22.1 EPTU patch running with an Overdrive related hotfix that's going to be going into the live build later this week, assumedly for Thursday. Now, I've played some of these Overdrive Initiative missions before, and when they were being tested, they are just sort of sets of bounty missions, data heists, things like that you can choose, and then they get into like tier 2 more expansive missions and sort of assaults on security post Korea, sort of resupplying the Jericho station, preparing for Xenothreat incursion. So yeah, this is all leading up to another run of Xenothreat as well. Sort of this will be the prelude to the sort of main Xenothreat incursion, and there's lots of updates to Xenothreat that apparently are coming in Alpha 3.23 later in April. This is deemed Xenothreat 1.2, a relatively big update I'm expecting here. Something interesting about the Overdrive Initiative event that's happening though is that the Hornet MK2 is being rumoured as well as part of this event. Now, whether it's something that's going to be on sale, or NPCs are using, or there's going to be like a golden ticket event, maybe it's a nothing burger, but it's my understanding that there are going to be some ships that get Mark 2s and Mark 3s or whatever, but their originals will also be in-game, just like how car manufacturers bring out new versions of a car. It's looking like something's going on with that. We'll have to wait and see exactly what on Thursday. This Friday, though, you can join the developers of Star Citizen on Star Citizen Live. This is a follow-on from last week's Inside Star Citizen. They're going to be talking about updates to the FPS combat and taking your questions at the same time. There's a question thread. Submit your questions there. I will chuck that thread in the comments down below. The top questions currently include: why are the FPS teams so handsome? Left by dev. Do any of these changes to scopes fix the issue of armor clipping into the sights, or is that an armor issue? With glint being added to longer range scopes, is it planned to only have that take place when a sniper has positioned themselves poorly, facing the sun or facing a ship's lights, or is that always going to be something that can happen? Any updates to the crossbow? Can you describe some of the benefits of different armor classes and archetypes, e.g. light, medium, heavy, specialist? Are there any plans for more grenade types? Will visors be interchangeable with other helmets? Why do laser weapons have recoil? And are we going to get the FPS radar in 3.23? There's a load more. Upvote them, ask some more, whatever. Getting back to the This Week in Star Citizen post, on Saturday, the System 7 Ground Racing League from Ame Esports hosts the best of the best racers across the verse. The tournament is hosted across 7 locations in the standard system, and it only accepts the top 16 teams to participate over 12 weeks. It starts on the 16th of March with the qualifying round, BTR, Buggy Racing Track. Don't forget to join the fun with the Crux Cup from Anesia Racing. Sign up before March 16th, 1 PM UTC, if you want to participate in this series of Persistent Universe ship races throughout March. And last but not least, there are 2 community events this weekend. If you are in Pennsylvania, USA, join the Philly Bar on Saturday 16th of March, 5:30 PM. And if you're in Tasmania, Australia, join the Tas Citizen on Sunday at 12 PM. Assumedly, that's local time for both of those. Now, is it possible that we are going to get server meshing and more jump point tests this week? Yeah, that's very possible, at least over the next few weeks for EVOCATI. They're likely going to be testing that, maybe some more this week. Probably they're going to take what they've already got data-wise, CIG, and work out some fixes, work out some improvements, add VFX and the appropriate stuff to those jump points, and then put it back into testing again. And Evos should be getting into Alpha 3.23 feature testing real soon, rather than just stability testing, which is awesome, because then we can talk about all of that, all the EVOCATI stuff we can talk about, well, at least most of it. Such a good idea from CIG to soften their stance on all of that jazz. So yeah, a cool week, lots of stuff happening. I'm really interested to know what you are excited for. Are you going to be jumping into that Overdrive event? Do you think they're actually going to be releasing the Hornet MK2? Is this going to be the full series of Hornets? Do you like getting involved with Stella Fortuna and those sort of screenshot contests? Do you think there's going to be a bit more going on this year? Are you going to be grabbing yourself anything green, or do you desperately want an 890 jump or a Phoenix Emerald? Are you excited by CIG getting past the milestone of server meshing, static server meshing working to some degree, and jump points allowing you to move between star systems? I'm excited for that, but I'm much more excited for when it all sort of works together and looks very pretty. That is going to be a wow moment. But whatever your thoughts or questions, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me set you a riddle. You have a fox, a chicken, and a sack of corn, and you have to transport them from one side of the river to the other using a rowing boat. You can only carry one of these with you back and or forth. You can't leave the chicken and the fox together, that's mad, nor can the chicken be left with the grain, nor all three together without you. How do you do it? With nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Turn that bad boy on and just set your location to the other side of the river. Done. Not only do you have all your wares, but also you can get around regional content blocks, have your data encrypted for more security. It's easy to toggle on and off. It's non-invasive. It helps you with other riddles as well. If a sphinx is asking you, what goes on 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and 3 legs in the evening? NordVPN! Get it now from the links below. Every month we have a giveaway for a ship, and for March we are giving away an Argo raft with persistent hangars, freight elevators, and hauling missions coming with Alpha 3.23. What better way to experience that type of gameplay than with your own hauler? All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of our videos made during the month. A single comment per video counts, so get involved with watching all my videos for more chances to win. There's more details in the description. Also, I won't ask you to contact me on Telegram or anything like that. This is my only YouTube account I will use to talk in my comments as well. Occasionally there are scammers about. I don't want people to get tricked. A massive thank you to everyone that supports the channel, be that liking videos, commenting on them, sharing them. There are also people that go the extra mile. These are amazing people that become Patreons or use the join button under my YouTube videos to become channel members. You'll occasionally get some exclusive content, Discord roles, and behind the scenes posts. It's those people with those memberships that allow us to make the daily Star Citizen content that we do. So please consider joining those awesome folks as well. Thank you for watching until the very end. It is genuinely appreciated, and I hope you have a great March.